I did want to talk to you and the PAM-fam about how it's bad luck to spend $2 bills. Did you know this?
Dude.
Were you aware?
The craziest part of you saying that is I just spent a $2 bill at the bowling alley.
No.
So that I could play songs on the touch tunes.
Dude, this episode just cursed now.
Do you want to know the songs I played on the touch tunes with the $2 bill?
Yeah.
I mean, I have the touch tunes app.
Yes. Of course I want to know what you cursed us with.
So Ray,
what's that pussycat?
Ray had $2.
Yeah.
And so we played Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, Rather Be by Clean Bandit, Mr. Brightside by The Killers, Doorman by Slow Tie, and If It's Love by Train at the bowling alley with our $2 bill.
Do you think it was worth it?
No.
Welcome to Pod-A-Mania. My name is Eddie.
My name's Dylan.
This is a weekly wrestling podcast.
Most of the time.
Be sure to follow the damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod. Do it! _ EWL3 and at Bozo Dills. What do we cover here, Dylan?
We cover everything from Collision last week, Dynamite this weekend, anything that might fall in between.
And in this case, it was a little bit of that House of Glory action that we had MJF take on Zilla 2. That was covered a little bit on Collision. We did have the Rascalz taking on FTR. And then later on in the show, we will be getting into that Mile High Madness taking on Dynamite.
But before we get there, tune in on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Have us in your ears. Have us in the car. Have us at the gym.
Leave a little review over there. We love to read them, receive them. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment asking what you would want to ask us most. Maybe we get to it here in 2 weeks in a little bonus episode.
If you ask a good question, we'll answer it on a bonus app.
I'm just saying. We're thinking once a month Q&As for the members here. I think just we gather questions throughout the month, and if you're lucky enough, you know, you can get your dollar bills ready.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Because we're just like drag queens, but you know we're less pretty. $2 a month. You can support your favorite boys. Gearing up for maybe a little bit of a free tier. We're trying to figure out the details of that, but. Let's get right into Collision. Let's get right into some of the wrestling that happened this week. And let's start off with Jet Set Rodeo's first trios defense.
Finally, Jesus Christ.
We spent more time trying to figure out creative names for these guys
than defenses they've had up to this point.
And we did see people like last week even agreeing with us that I hope the Demand wins this matchup so they actually do something interesting with these titles.
The Demand looked so good on Dynamite. Can't wait to get to that.
Yeah, the Jet Set Rodeo looks good, especially in their Beyonce-themed racetrack attire. And they're looking like they got team cohesion as they're doing hot tags throughout, trying to get the better of... arguably the Gates of Agony are bigger men than the three of Jet Set Rodeo on each other's shoulders.
Yeah. That image just popped up in my head, and
you do have Speedball Mike Bailey as the head of that fake human being.
Because Hangman has to be at the bottom. Kevin Knight's in the middle.
For androgynous reasons.
Yes.
Would you say Hangman's in the middle?
No, Hangman's on the bottom. Hangman's the base.
Yeah, sturdy.
Yeah,
sturdy.
Kevin Knight is strong but light, so he's in the middle.
Because he's got boots for walking.
Yeah. What about on the other side? It's just Ricochet on the top. The other two can figure it out.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Ricochet and doing that kind of disguise.
But do you really want the top to be bald?
That's what I was going to say. If Ricochet is the brains of that team and he decides to be the face of that beautiful woman, he will have to wear a wig.
Yeah, 100%.
Or figure out how to...
No, there's bald women. There's some beautiful bald women.
And they're filming G.I. Jane right now. Oh no!
Or they're in Wicked.
True. Having more Emmys than we'll ever have.
Hey. Yes, but we can pray and try.
Dude, next year
I want a daytime Emmy. I don't want a real Emmy. I want a daytime Emmy.
I want the podcast for the Grammy podcast. Isn't there a podcast section now at the Grammys?
If there is, there's a problem with our society. And it's your fault.
For not nominating us. I tried to nominate us for the Streamies. Did I tell you that?
Why would you do that?
Or the Webby Awards? I don't remember.
So you just...
It's the one that...
Do you have like a shame kink?
No.
Do you have a denial kink? Like, you keep applying for media passes for the Webbies. Like, you know you're going to get told no. I think you're into this.
I just want this show to do really good. And I saw a targeted ad with Snoop Dogg on it. And I said, well, if it's good enough for him...
He'll take any ad, dude.
Well, that's the thing, is when I checked off every category, because there were some pretty good ones, like entry-level, best new sports podcast, best co-host, handsome co-host. You know what I'm saying? Like, most humble.
Dude, let me get jacked and put me in for handsome co-host. I swear to God I win.
And then I get to the end of the thing, and they go, yeah, that'll be $2,000, please, just to nominate ourselves. And I was like, oh, just to put our hat in the ring? And I think... it's rigged. They're looking for the people with the most money. And the more that I look back on...
Me when I discovered capitalism?
The Young Bucks going to the casino over and over again, the more I want to play against the odds. I want to see if I win Best New Podcast.
It's not going to happen.
Speaking of the Young Bucks, they were in...
We're a year in. Are we a new podcast a year in? Isn't that this week?
It was last week, technically.
No, but it's this week for the post. We didn't bring hats. I say we do the 72nd week like that guy said.
I was gearing up for the 52nd episode.
Okay,
just to get everything done there.
Do that.
But it would be really funny if we celebrated when we actually blew up and acted like we ain't know nobody.
No, it's crazy. Our friends act like they don't know us now that we blew up. They don't answer the FaceTimes at the beginning of the shows anymore. It's fucking crazy, man.
They fucking switched since you guys subscribed.
Dude, they switched. Isn't that nuts?
But that means we have new family. The PAM family.
We do have the
Pamely family.
Full government name of the PAM-fam is the Pamely family, but we haven't told them that yet. And now that comes out, I don't know how I feel about it. Now that it was said out loud, I kind of hate it.
But Jet Set Rodeo did end up retaining in their trio's defense. I did want to segue.
That's a great breakdown of the match, actually. I think we did a great job. I mean, it was a Jet Set Rodeo match. Hey, a couple lariats, couple Kevin Knight doing cool shit, couple Speedball doing cool shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the freaking French Canadian did some.
Isn't it sad that I feel like
stuff?
that description of the match would get more views on TikTok than us actually describing the match?
Oh yeah, nobody gives a fuck that's what I was like.
Dude, yeah, last week, I'm not gonna lie to you, last week you were like giving like the full breakdown of the match and I almost went, dog, they watched, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They want to know what we think.
No,
it's hard to find that balance though, because like, what if we are the way that you catch up? Which, if we're the way you catch up, go watch Simon Miller.
I was gonna say, I know you guys can't watch Friendo Club anymore. Fucking Stash Club only gives you 15 minutes a week.
R.I.P. R.I.P. bro.
You know, it's the three pillars of journalism is
Pam, Simon Miller,
and Cultaholic.
Pick one.
But if you did want to hear about a match that actually intrigued me, I wondered why I didn't watch Oceanside, live from Oceanside Collision. The Young Bucks took on the Swirl in this next match.
Dude, I missed a Swirl match?
Yeah.
Damn.
So as soon as Shivani said it at the opening of the show, I was like, oh my fucking God. I'm missing out on Blake Christian minutes against the Young Bucks.
Blake Christian minutes.
And they came out with...
Dude, you're talking about minutes. Sorry to jump ahead. We're getting Jay Lethal minutes on Saturday in the Big 26, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Well, you haven't been around for the Jay Lethal arc. Because I don't think he's been a major presence since we've started watching this.
No, dude, I'm a 26-year or 25-year-old man. I've seen Jay Lethal. Like, I know who Jay Lethal is, but the fact that I'm getting AEW Collision Jay Lethal minutes in the Big 26 is really funny, and you have to admit
Well,
it.
you know who Jay Lethal is, but I don't know if you know who AEW Jay Lethal is. You know what I mean?
I don't.
In a similar vein to people like Rocky Romero and I think Scorpio
Friend
Sky.
of the show, Rocky Romero. You forgot to add that. He's friend of the show, Rocky Romero. Show the picture. Every time we say friend of the show, Rocky Romero, I want you to flash the picture on screen.
But I think in a very similar vein, in our little G.
Wait, in a similar vein to who?
To like Scorpio Sky and our friend of the show, Rocky Romero. They are this like half Ring of Honor, half like trainee talent for some of the people
Calling
that are.
Jay Lethal a trainee is disrespectful.
Well,
I should backhand you in the mouth
I'm saying that
and make you feel it in your little cheek.
if they want to like prove themselves as an upcoming superstar, like to put
It's one of the Ring of Honor goats you're talking about right here.
That's what I mean. Like Kenny Omega wasn't a god of wrestling until he took on Rocky Romero 3 weeks ago.
You're gonna have to bleep this. Fucking dude. You forgot to say friend of the show. That's why I'm mad. It's friend of the show, Rocky Romero. Get it right. Figure it out. Like a fucking coach. Figure it out.
Well, that's how Scorpio Sky was with the swirl, because the swirl did end up taking the L against the Young Bucks.
Well,
the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks couldn't. Young Bucks couldn't lose in front of their family. They had their children. They had their uncles. They had their.
Which can we talk about? Toyota Arena's like 10 minutes away from Rancho Cucamonga.
Arguably closer to Rancho Cucamonga.
It's not even arguably. You're like Toyota Arena is a 15-minute drive from Quake Stadium.
They took the scenic route down to San Diego.
So stupid. But hey, happy the fam got to come out, watch fucking Bucks beat Swerve. I'm just sad because I love Blake Christian so much.
Yeah, you know, hopefully we get more of Swirl minutes and Blake Christian minutes as we think about like the Ring of Honor TV deal, as they are filming in, I believe it's Warner Studios in Florida or something. They're trying to pre-tape episodes for Ring of Honor, and the rumor is that they've scored a TV deal.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I hope that the talent gets showcased, and with the ever increasing, like,
hopefully I get to see more of the real Zeta Steel, you know?
Like, true, but the ever increasing roster size issue and the like new toy issue that Tony Khan has, hopefully having a third televised show under like what people do consider Tony Khan's NXT will help.
I was going to say, this sounds like NXT.
They will hopefully train some of these people who don't catch their coworkers. More on that later.
Hey guys, I'm going to be the annoying guy in the comment section. This sounds like NXT. They're turning Ring of Honor into NXT.
What a fucking fedhead take. Like, it is.
Oh, no, I'm being a fat fucking chud.
It's both of us being chuds being like, yeah, it is turning it into NXT.
It's turning Ring of Honor.
But also, it's like, I understand the Code of Honor is going to be a completely different show. And, like, if you genuinely think that NXT, Ring of Honor, MLW, or even AEW are.
Or PAM.
Or TNA, or any other 3-letter acronym. Dude, we throw our own wrestling show.
Company card.
I don't the way that you televise yourself and you showcase your product matters so much, and I think that is something that AEW has done really well, especially when you compare it to somebody who should already be the number 2 in wrestling because they've been around so long, TNA. You know what I mean?
Do you think we can get friend of the show, Rocky Romero, as the main event on the PAM show?
I think so.
I think we could pay him enough. I don't think the check's that big.
You think we get Stephen Amell?
What is the highest tier of wrestler we could get on the PAM show?
Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser versus Rocky Romero for the PAM championship.
Fire. Honestly,
Yeah.
Death match.
Yeah, I want Zeta Steel. We need Zeta Steel, and I will go into immense millions of dollars of credit card debt to get Riho on the show.
True.
I would literally go into debt for that.
Well, as a fellow production head yourself, I mean, what do you have to say about that? Like TNA kind of falling behind production-wise. They feel so behind.
So I watch these shows a little differently working in production. Like at the end of the day, like when I get asked this question, it puts me into that headspace, right?
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's not their fault, right? So I work for a college that puts on the most games, but is the least funded, right? And you have to think about these shows and some of these productions like Ring of Honor, TNA, like they're putting on a lot of work with not the financial backing. So it's hard because you got to pay everybody. You have to pay the talent, and paying the talent as much as you do, you got to pay the production side, and maybe you're not getting the guys that you want, or maybe you don't have the net, like not the like the truck. The way the truck works is so different in wrestling than it does in sports, right? But it's still the same idea. You're not getting the quality that you want, and I think that's the main thing. I think people don't realize about it is like, man, TNA has WWE money. Ring of Honor is getting AEW money. That should help the production side. Production is like the last thing they think of in general.
Well, even when you take into account some of these independent promotions, like we watched the Alec Price versus MJF match at Limitless, and you said that you like some of the production aspects there on some of the independent shows.
So it's because what I've learned is when you have limited budget and cameras, you become more creative. I think one thing I've noticed with AEW, WWE, and even in NBA and all these sports, the higher up you get, the more basic and repetitive the main things are. I feel like the production for AEW and WWE, quality-wise, like production alone, I'm not talking wrestling, I'm talking announcers, I'm talking camera work, I'm talking that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's so similar, and you see a lot of the same shit. Whereas when you have less to work with, you become more creative, and you come up with new shots that get stolen by these bigger companies. Like, oh wow, with very little they found out how to do this. What if we try this? Yeah. That's where like WWE with the drones came in. I guarantee they saw that on an indie promotion somewhere and went, oh wait, we can do that at a really high level.
I would even imagine that they took that from like football. Football, UFC, where they...
I know UFC did it, but also like the drone racing sport exists, and it's like, wait, they have cameras on the drones. Oh wait, if we get a 4K camera on that drone, we can do some sick ass shots. And the cool thing about those drone shots, to give WWE credit, is you can go on their website after and find yourself in the crowd at at least at Intuit Dome when we went for that first show.
The premiere,
you can because Intuit has Face ID, so you can find yourself on the Intuit app with certain pictures from the drone pictures and stuff.
Nice, yeah.
Super cool. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guarantee that comes from, hey, whoa, wait, that looked really cool there.
Yeah.
And you've seen it so many times in wrestling where it's like, maybe Ring of Honor does a little something new with the camera work, or one of these indie promotions like, oh wait, they found a way to get this shot in this area of a smaller arena. Imagine when we have a crypto, when we have an Intuit, what we can do.
And it does beg into question how legit these claims of like, West Side Gun buying TNA is, and trying to throw a bit more money at the production side of things there, because I don't know if you caught it, he did put out West Side Gun Day, the Heels Have Eyes special, and some of the production aspects there,
unbelievable.
Like for an independent wrestling show.
Yeah, but dude, rapper money is like NBA money. There's fucking NBA role players that own islands.
You want to...
There's an NBA player who played for the Knicks. His name is Reggie Bullock. He has an island. He bought an island. You don't know who he is, and he made enough money in the NBA to buy a fucking island.
One would say, arguably, that's too much money. If you can buy a private island...
And you were an NBA role player. You're not even Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Like, if Anthony Edwards bought an island, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's Anthony Edwards.
Right.
Reggie Bullock. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like West Side Gun has the money to put on a good production.
Yeah.
To pay a producer, a director, a graphics operator who has worked in a WWE, in an AEW, in a TNA, like,
well, even
to get those kinds of people that like have worked in that space before. It's such a different space. Directing a live production of wrestling seems like the most like, I've tried to do it for basketball and baseball. Dude, imagine trying to produce and direct in the control truck a wrestling show. Oh my God.
Even if like West Side Gun shelled all the money for like TNA pay-per-views, like he doesn't even need to do the weekly show. You know, if he
but like also like why would he ever do that when WWE kicked him the fuck out?
Yeah.
Like the whole him and TNA thing is dead to rights in my head because WWE did him so wrong.
Yeah.
Because if have him go buy any production, dude. Honestly, we need regional wrestling back. We need West Side Gun to just get a whole region of indie wrestling to himself.
I was gonna say if he were to do anything, I think just continue with the fourth rope thing, especially planting yourself out of Buffalo.
I would say take the whole Northeast, Maine, where those two dudes, what's their name? We just talked about them. I forgot the name.
Oh, the Bust in the Brain.
Yeah, where Bust in the Brain came from. Like, legit, just consume that whole Northeast indie and have it be fourth rope. Have it be paid for by fourth rope. Put all that on and just put on wrestling from the Northeast, because why not?
And arguably, he's paying attention to all these independent promotions. Support your local indies if you don't already. But
this guy does.
He is like looking around for like Joshua Bishop and even Zilla Fatu, who I did want to talk about.
I love Zilla Fatu.
He was featured in a little bit of a segment here on AEW Collision, because after Zilla's match with MJF at House of Glory,
MJF did the fucking classic, give me the mic after the match. Hey, this guy's pretty fucking good.
Hey.
I don't know what's with him in doing that, but I love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on it.
Yeah.
But it's also just like, this guy hates everyone, and then he'll randomly grab the mic and be like, this guy's good as fuck.
Hey, I want to stroke your cock real quick.
Hey, I'm gonna stroke your cock. You're not as good as me. Your cock's not as big as mine. But I am gonna stroke it real quick.
I got two hands. I guess we can.
But yeah, he puts over Zilla Fatu, which is awesome.
Yeah, he does try and go like skiing, just the snow sport. But
no, elaborate.
No,
I want you to elaborate.
No, I have 1,000 thoughts in my head, and none of them are good. Andrade said, "No, I don't like your compliments, white man," and he interrupted MJF, and further planting some of those seeds of an MJF
was
versus
he dressed
Andrade.
like a 1930s journalist again?
Of course he was. Of course he was dressed like Peaky Blinders.
In the comments, why the fuck does Andrade dress like he's on episode 4 of Peaky Blinders?
Not too sure. Why does he dress like he literally dresses
extra, read all about it.
He dresses.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of MJF.
British strong style, Mexican wrestler.
Yeah. He dresses like he's a chimney sweep. And
we got a lot of hate for saying Hangman shouldn't have won and it should have been Andrade.
Lol, Hangman.
No, lol, Hangman wins. After seeing what they're building with on Dynamite, sure, but it's still Not the better option.
Yeah,
out of the two. I'm not happy we're getting it still, but it's gonna be a good match. Same thing that I said last week.
I just think it's really cute that you guys just like being fed the same shit over and over again. I just think it's really interesting that you guys don't want to see new shit.
Well, what about Claudio Castagnoli defending his... Speaking of
running back to classics.
Well, he has the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. Claudio Castagnoli, your favorite luchador.
Yes.
Well,
behind El Grande Americano.
No, I was going to say our favorite luchador is competing for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. A little bit of that Josh Alexander.
No, dude, there's so many luchadors. I don't know who to pick anymore, dude. We have Claudio, we have El Grande, we have Yosh. We have
put on
El Clon.
Claudio Castagnoli took on Josh Alexander in a match for the CMLL World Heavyweight title.
Dude, I smiled ear to ear when I got to see Yosh grabs.
This was arguably one of the best matches that you could have seen on Collision because it's pure graps. I think when you look at an AEW card, there's a little something for everybody. And if you enjoy that technical wrestling ability of a Josh Alexander and then that European strong style and that ground game that impresses you no matter what when you watch a Claudio Castagnoli match, like this, it's unskippable to have the pleasure. If I was CMLL, I'd be like, damn, why are they putting on better matches?
Yeah.
Me pulling that opinion out of my ass when I haven't watched CMLL.
Yeah, it's crazy to say when you have watched just clips.
No, but Claudio Castagnoli absolutely beat the shit out of Josh Alexander, the walking weapon.
I love you, Yash, but come on.
He stood no chance. Let's be so fucking for real.
Yash, you gotta lock in, kid. You gotta lock in, man. You gotta put on that stupid fucking helmet and try harder.
Just like how Tommaso Ciampa's not a jackass, and he wants Silvy back. Damn it. You got to lock in, try it a little harder. He wants the championship he only held for 12 days? He only held it for 12 days.
12
You think
days.
You want to get Silvy? It's me and Pinky for life.
It's Pinky now, motherfuckers. Pinky. Which is a crazy thing to call a belt.
Why? You don't want a grown man on...
Where's the brain? Is Don Callis the brain?
You don't want a grown man on live television talking about his pink?
No, I don't think he should be exposing his pink on TV.
To kids in the audience?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Showing off his pinky.
I love the pink belt though. It's so sick.
No,
man.
Finally. Actually, like I just
and his best friend.
Okada.
His best friend.
Proto-kada. Who's teaming up with him on Collision this week.
I'm Okada, you're Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bold of you to say, especially since that's your favorite.
You're my best friend.
Yeah, but like you don't want to be Don Flamingo?
Okada's the fucking GOAT.
Don Flamingo, Don Quixote?
Okada's arguably the greatest of all time in Japan.
I don't know. Have you seen Rocky Romero?
I don't know, dude. Have you seen Gabe Kidd? Have you seen Gabe Kidd? He's like, he's a madman.
Oh, shit. I forgot. I cannot wait.
I love how he comes out. He goes, we can... Proto-kada?
Proto-kada? Yeah. But, I mean, it is looking like we're going to get Fletcher versus Ciampa 2 at Revolution. I think that's kind of what they're...
If that gets announced, I'll buy my ticket. If I don't get... I'm not going to pay that much money to not watch Kyle Fletcher grabs.
You heard him. Tony. Book it. But yeah, Thunder Rosa did have her return from injury on Collision against Julia Hart. She came out in a Mexican migrant woman poncho before the match, and honestly, it was great to have that to kind of fire up the crowd, get her hot and bothered getting into this match.
It's a crazy way to put that, but yeah.
Especially like if she is going into this world title scene, she's especially being propelled to El Paso, Texas in a match against Tekla.
Yeah, it's impressive to me, like how like I'm cool with it, like that. Yeah, makes sense.
Like I
Put
said,
it right back where she belongs, like where she belongs in this title picture. She belongs at the top of the card for the women.
Like I said last week, just to kind of refresh this scene, especially with like Tekla winning. And
I think this is
like,
my first Thunder Rosa graps in this year. Like in
it
the
is,
first
yeah.
year. Yeah.
Well, because she's been injured.
Yeah.
But I think to make what this storyline, like I wasn't really paying attention to the storyline until Tekla won the championship. And I think to make it a little bit more interesting, they get Tekla versus Thunder Rosa versus Statlander at the pay-per-view. That's all I'm saying. I think if you make it a sneaky little triple threat match, I buy in, because that why is Statlander worried about Thunder Rosa so much?
Yeah, why she care? Why you care about her so much?
Kind of like how FTR care about the Rascalz' habits. Their post-work activities or their pre-work activities.
Isn't it crazy that there's still people to this day in our comment section defending FTR? Like, they don't come out and cut the same fucking We're the greatest tag team of all time. Me, Dax, and Cash. And then Stokes says something really funny in his wheelchair.
That gets you to buy back in.
Because fuck, dude, it always. I love Stoke. And then they go back on to this. We're the greatest. There's a reason we're still around. And then someone comes out and beats the living fuck out of them, and they somehow still win the match. I don't get you people, man. I don't get you people. Y'all like. I get that I am a contradictory ass motherfucker. I get that. I contradict myself all the time. But these FTR motherfuckers got you so brainwashed that you are okay hearing the same promo every fucking week, watching the same match from them every fucking week, and then it'll come out and be like FTR versus Young Bucks 12, and you guys are like, yay, let me get my popcorn. I don't get it, dude. I'm done.
I did pop at the idea of FTR walking up to the Rascalz and saying, I don't get you people. Because they have their ways of relief.
Am I wrong?
A little bit of no, you're not. I'm not. Your anger is justified, and I think you've made the point for both of us. Where we made that TikTok months ago, and we still have people being like,
there's still old white fucks that comment on that video, and they're like, FTR is so good, and I'm just like, good at what?
No, I love how they're like, no, you're probably right. You probably don't like their style. I'm going to be so fucking for real with you. I'm going to be so fucking for real with you. I don't mind their style. I don't like them.
They're not bad at wrestling.
I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they talk.
It's not even that. It's just like,
I don't like the way they
have a different promo, dude. They come to the ring and they push Stoke in, and it's really funny. And then
I don't like their stupid fucking facial hair.
And then the one with the mustache, the stupid fucking mustache, talks for 5 minutes and just says the same thing, that we're the greatest ever. I have a question. Before they were the greatest to ever do it, what did he say? We're gonna be the greatest to ever do it? Like, motherfucker, you sound like you've been saying the same promo for the whole year I've been watching FTR.
Hey, you gotta
The tag division has so many hot, sick ass teams. And I gotta watch fucking Dax and Cash for the 15th year in a row.
Yeah.
I'm just done, man. And if FTR is your favorite tag team, fuck you.
I agree. Yeah, no, honestly.
Turn that into a fucking short.
The Rascalz.
They like to smoke weed. Fuck, man. Sorry.
The FTR is just as mad about it.
FTR is just as mad that the Rascalz smoke weed that I am that FTR exists on my television screen every week.
They did squeak by a little victory over Dax and Cash.
Oh, okay. What was the match type, Eddie? What was the match type?
It was your favorite match type, Dylan. It was an eliminator match.
I'm gonna fucking me and Tony Khan. I'm gonna sit Tony Khan down on this couch. I'm like, why the fuck do you like eliminator matches so much? If we ever have the honor and privilege, honestly, of interviewing Tony Khan, I'm gonna say, hey Tony, I'm sorry for speaking like this to you. Why the fuck do you like eliminator matches so much?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And he's going to be like, well, why don't you like
Here's
FTR?
the 3 minutes of the episode where the fans find something to shit on me for, and they're gonna be like,
See, eliminator matches are actually really good because it shows that he can beat the champion.
no fuck. No fuck.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole point too, because FTR was like, "You must be smoking dope if you think you're gonna get a title match tonight." And they were like,
Well,
what about?
we do. Well, here's the thing, Dax and or Cash, because I don't know who's who and I don't care to learn, and probably the Rascals. Here's the thing, Dax and or Cash, we do enjoy smoking dope,
and you know what?
we will win this match.
We will win the match, and I don't care if the
And
titles
you know what's
aren't.
gonna piss me off is I fucking guarantee that slimy little fuck Tony Khan is gonna have FTR beat them and retain just to keep pissing us off. I swear he watches. I swear he knows. I
Yeah.
swear he knows how to push
No,
my buttons.
without
dude.
a doubt, he is.
He is chronically online enough to be in the PAM-fam.
I was gonna say, is he Frankie? Is he?
Oh, dude.
Hey, I gotta
Start
just.
calling out our regulars.
I just gotta.
Start calling out our regulars.
Is he Frankie? Is he Aaliyah? Is he?
If he's Aaliyah, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Dude,
That's
no.
too far. That's what I'm saying. I love Aaliyah,
I was gonna.
and if he turns out to be Aaliyah, I will feel betrayed and hurt.
Yeah. Good Twitter follow, by the way.
Great
if
Twitter
you-
follow.
But yeah, that was about it on Collision.
All right, cool.
We get
I
into
can calm down. I can calm
finally.
down. No, I can't calm down because the main event has fucking FTR in it again.
But they do get their fucking shit kicked in.
Every week, bro.
There's a little bit of madness on
But it's
FTR.
every week, bro. But it's every fucking week, bro. I gotta
With that,
fucking watch.
with that FTR flow.
I fucking go out of my way to watch FTR. I go out of my way to watch AEW.
Arguably, you don't.
I go out of my way on AEW on Wednesdays to watch AEW television. I try my best to, and
so we're just lying now.
I said I try my best to.
Okay.
I try my best to make time on Wednesdays to watch AEW television. To put on HBO Max on my second monitor while I play Arc Raiders. I try really hard to do that for you guys.
Trying to put on AEW's A show for my podcast that I care so much about. And I
As my
second-
B plot to my main plot of playing
I
Arc
actually
Raiders.
put it on my second monitor and I put Subway Surfers under it.
Well, yeah, because that's the only way I can pay attention.
No, I genuinely try to watch AEW television every fucking Wednesday, dude. I just see FTR and I just feel anger
Well,
for
you gotta
that
tune
good
in.
5 minutes.
You got to tune in to a match that arguably shouldn't have you tuning in, but AEW television does make you. Jon Moxley took on another member of the Don Callis family. Would you fucking believe it?
Dude, and you know what the craziest part is on Saturday? Fucking, they're doing it again. They're doing, you know what, man? Hey, all power to you, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's get more. You know what, Eddie? I've turned it around. I've turned it around. More FTR, more Death Riders versus Don Callis family.
In a matter of 5 minutes.
You know what, dude? No, because I'm getting Pavlov dog right now. I'm getting fucking sat down in a chair and I'm being told, you like this. You love this. You love this shit. You love seeing this every week. That's what it fucking feels like, dude. And the thing is, I keep fucking tuning
The
in.
thing
I
is-
keep sitting in this chair and talking about wrestling with you every damn week.
I'm a damn sicko for the slop, Eddie.
It's slop. Oh my god, it's just fucking all slop.
Arguably, Jon Moxley versus El Clone did deliver.
There
some
was a couple good spots.
Good grabs, good spots.
El Clon, dude, he did that spot where he stepped on the barricade
yeah.
and then did a fucking moonsault onto Moxley. That was dope. But we all fucking knew Moxley was winning this match.
I mean, any of these high flyers, the Kevin Knights, the El Clones, and like the Rascals later on, especially, they use their environment to their advantage, and especially in a match against a heavyweight or powerhouse like Jon Moxley, you really have to.
If you would have told me 7 years ago that you would call Jon Moxley a powerhouse, I would have laughed in your face. Isn't that nuts?
Right.
And now he's just jacked.
ripped as shit and sober.
And just hates that bald motherfucker Don Callis so much.
These guys put on an amazing match. And honestly, if you're not paying attention to Clone, it's easy to skip this match, I think, especially like we mentioned it last week when Jon Moxley took on Mark Davis, but when your A-list superstars are dipping their toes into their C plots or their C tier superstars, their D tier superstars, maybe a little bit of the Ring of Honor talent, you wonder if the match is going to last a little while, if Jon Moxley's...
This one was a surprise. Honestly, it was nice. But
and this is what I mean
it's just weird seeing Jon Moxley just open every show, beat the shit out of a Don Callis family lackey, and then go yell at Daniel Garcia.
Well, that's what's so crazy is Renee Paquette interviewing Marina Schaefer, looking at her husband during his entrance is probably the only time she sees him, because that man does not go on vacation.
No, dude. No, he has to be out there and force people. He has to force Wheeler Yuta to get his hair cut. He's a busy guy, man. Running an organization is difficult.
Running a family.
The Death Riders are not a family.
They're a brotherhood.
It's way different.
But
there's only one
exactly.
There's only one fucking family in AEW. Okay.
But when you take into account like Clone and how this match is a breaking point, a proving ground matchup for a superstar like that against a Moxley, and even in a loss, he looks strong, because Clone has really only been doing like subplots on Collision. If you haven't been paying attention to the B show, pay attention to when maybe your new favorite member of the Don Callis family. You know what I mean?
Don't. No, El Clon is no one's favorite Don Callis member.
Hey, that's what you said about Rocky Romero.
No, you said he's your favorite.
Yeah,
and you lied.
Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is. I can name like 4 people in the Don Callis family you like more than Rocky Romero.
But I haven't shaken hands with arguably, because now Rocky Romero is friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show, Rocky Romero.
He is my favorite member of the Don Callis family. As soon as we start...
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher still lives and breathes, so sorry, Rocky. Sorry, one half of Rotund Device.
My favorite member of the Don Callis family.
My favorite member of... Saying like my favorite member of a tag team.
My favorite member of Rock and Roll Express.
Exactly.
Being the Marty Jannetty out of the... my favorite member out of Swerve in their glory. Speaking of which, Swerve Strickland.
Hey, he is an angry man.
Angry heelish man, as you declared last week. Whether or not Dave Meltzer wants to declare that the fans accept it or not, Swerve comes out to say that he is the most dangerous man in AEW. And he's calling out Brody King.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. You can have a heel that the fans like. That is allowed.
Fuck that fake journalist.
Yeah.
This real coverage news show.
You ready? Oh man, you get in front of a microphone and think your opinion matters.
You've only been doing it for what? Yeah,
You've only been doing it since before I was born.
You've been covering the Inoki era? Yeah, that's for calling Inoki a skeleton with a corpse with skin draped over it.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You can have a heel that is liked by the fans. That it's a thing that happens in wrestling, because guess what? Swerve is over as fuck. He's one of the best wrestlers in AEW. Of course the fans are always going to like him, whether he is a heel or a face. Because guess what? When Roman Reigns was a piece of shit heel, people were cheering him.
They went, oh my God, my tribal chief.
Oh my God, my tribal chief. He's a really bad person, but he's my tribal chief. Like it when you get over to a certain degree, heel and face don't matter to the fans.
And let's be
it matters to storyline, and that's okay.
And let's be so fucking for real. A guy burnt a guy's house down, and you guys cheered for him, and it only took a photo with Marty Scurll for you guys to ruin that for yourself, So
isn't it crazy that Hangman burned down Swerve Strickland's home? And still
the worst thing he did was take a photo with a chomo.
Yeah.
No, and the craziest part is he comes out the next week after burning down a man's home to cheers. like, yes, Swerve's the heel.
You burned my house down. I know.
Like, yes, Swerve is the heel, but like, you burnt his house down. Like, you're a bad person.
And Swerve did say, he accepted.
I can't wait
He
for the
accepted
comments.
Hangman.
Like, no, Swerve's house should have gotten burned down. Oh, you fucking, you. Oh, we have so many chuds, dude.
He accepted Hangman.
So many fucking chuds. Type it in our comments. I love you all, but fuck you guys, man. It's getting to me.
Almost a year into having a podcast, you're getting into him. The brain worms are getting to him.
Dude, I feel like RFK. Swerve did say.
What do I mean by that?
You both have silly little brain worms,
Yeah,
and that's what we're keeping that
I
at.
do have a silly little brain worm. I do.
Swerve, although he did accept Hangman's apology, and at the time he regretted some of the terrible things he had done to become AEW World Champion, Swerve realized that was the most successful he's been in his career. He said, fuck a friendship, I'm gonna chase the bag.
Yeah, like he realized, like, oh, if you step over people, you like get higher up. Like, yeah.
So he's choosing to live his life with no regrets.
It's okay though, because Prince Nana's still the funniest person in AEW.
The entire your mother.
He goes, your mother, boy.
Swerve said that the entire roster and your mother is on notice, and if you dare stop him, he'll take you down too. To serve as a reminder of who the most dangerous man in AEW still is.
And Brody King didn't like that.
He did not like that. He does respond later on in the show.
It's next.
No.
Because they go to a backstage segment where Brody King.
He does the
It's like, nah, man, it's me. I'm the most dangerous, and I'm gonna fuck all Mark Davis to show that.
Yeah, I wanted to jump to what he said after the Mark Davis match.
So he then fights Mark Davis.
He did beat the shit out of Mark Davis. The biggest, the baddest. Big X the plug. Not there. Maybe he'll be there in El Paso, Texas next week. But
Bitch,
Brody
I'm from
King.
Texas.
Brody King, bitch, I'm the baddest. Defeated Mark Davis, Dunkzilla, which was his nickname in high school.
Yeah.
Mark Davis does take the L against Brody King. Brody King calls Swerve Strickland out one more time. And his little brother Bandido also calls out for a fight.
I also want to fight, dude. It was awesome. That was so awesome, dude.
It reminded me of the gif of Luffy taking his shirt off.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. And then
I damn near took my shirt off when the hottest Mexican in professional wrestling, the hottest
Peaky Blinders actor in professional wrestling.
You guys are so busy screaming your silly little chants, fuck Don Callis, fuck government organizations. The only ice I like are in my margaritas. Or in the Don Callis family suite where we're making nice blended margaritas.
Dude, how sick.
For me and Yosh.
How sick would it be if they pulled out the margarita mixer?
And he was like, what have you been saying this the whole time? I love ice. Too much heat. Don Callis couldn't handle the heat if he brought that up.
He couldn't.
But if he did bring that up, he'd be a fucking madman.
He would be a fucking madman.
But that position's already taken. But on Gabe Kidd time, he's not on death right on business.
Dude,
no,
guys, I have to tell you something. I fucking love Gabe Kidd.
Slowly but surely,
I love Gabe Kidd.
Gabe Kidd is warming our hearts with every time he comes out on his hands and knees.
Ricochet.
Anybody, honestly, he gets Pinky, he gets Sylvie.
No, he does not get Pinky.
Fuck up Okada for that Continental.
now you're thinking.
You just call me.
Dude,
you just go, bitch.
I just think the funniest part of Gabe Kidd is just he loves to stare at the camera. He loves to talk to the camera. He's like, I'm a fucking madman.
And he has no veneers, which I respect. You know, if you
hey, watch it. I think Yosh has veneers.
But if you
I think you need to watch your damn mouth because our boy Yosh.
But if you're getting the bag from New Japan and AEW, you know, I feel like, you know, I
think if Gabe Kidd had veneers, when he said he's a madman, you know, I wouldn't believe him. Because, like, a madman doesn't go get veneers.
If I get signed up to both promotions at the same time, I'm treating it like Trixie when she run Drag Race, you know, buying the top set, leaving the bottom set when I get my own bag.
How funny. I thought about it the other day. I was like, how funny it'd be if you walked into the pod one day with veneers.
Just didn't say anything to me and just walked in with veneers. Just fucking looking like a Roman. With the fucking Roman veneers.
Yeah, you do know if I get this shit fixed. Like it's like one, it's over for you bitches. 2, Chris Van Vliet, a real journalist coming through.
Oh, dude.
But do know that I am looking like Roman at SummerSlam.
Yeah. It'll be the most noticeable change to a person I've ever seen.
All of a sudden, I want to stop.
Like,
I want to close my mouth now.
You would be stunning on hose, bro. You would be I was thinking about it for myself too. I'm just like, imagine me and you pull up to the live show. We pull up to the PAM live show with veneers.
We pull up to the 73rd episode, 1 year from when we blew up, and we have grills. We have fixed teeth and PAM exclusive grills.
And I'm like this the whole episode.
Act like I ain't know nobody.
That's awesome.
Now, I think in a year's time from when I first made you watch AEW, it'll be the $15 gift card that Orange Cassidy is giving up as a reward for his dear friend Roderick Strong, who left him weeks ago. That's a part of his promo his entrance motion. Now he has a wanted poster for Roderick Strong. And
fuck that guy.
That dude.
Asshole.
Where's he been, by the way? He just left, and we have his name.
Yeah. You've seen more of your wife slapping the shit out of another man.
Yeah.
And you're just going to take that? Gabe Kidd, however, did take the victory over Orange Cassidy, who did lose his near and dear friend. Gabe Kidd's near and dear friend Clark Connors comes out after the match to, you know, squeeze the pulp out of what's left.
And then one of the worst theme songs in wrestling.
It smells like Teen Spirit and my trench coat that hasn't been washed since I debuted. Darby Allin, he is still getting TV time.
It's never gonna stop.
If you guys didn't like our take about FTR, here's
his take. This is an exclusive Eddie take.
The Darby Allin take. Okay, fine. I will be Spartacus. I will stand up for this fucking take.
I'm Spartacus.
Darby Allin went on a lesser journalist podcast.
No, don't say that about Chris Van Vliet.
He's a fucking Canadian.
That's the goat. He's the goat of our shit.
You're the goat of our shit. You clearly don't drink our own Kool-Aid enough. I think we're the goat of our shit.
He's the goat of our shit, bro. I'm just a realist. I'm just the realist.
How are you the realist, but he's the goat? That's not...
What do you mean? Okay, you can be the realist and someone else be the goat. What are you talking about? That's not mutually exclusive.
I thought I was Shaq, and you're fucking treating him like he's fucking Larry Fisher. Derek Fisher?
If you're
basketball
Shaq,
player?
I'm Kobe, he's MJ. This all makes sense.
Derek Fisher or Larry Fisher?
Derek Fisher is like the point guard who
Larry Fisher's the golfer, right?
I don't know who Larry Fisher is. I think it's okay, but
I made up a person.
What I'm saying is, if you're Shaq and I'm Kobe, he's Michael fucking Jordan, maybe LeBron James. LeBron James.
He made the game, actually. But Darby Allin did you know, he showed up on, I guess, the MJ of podcasts.
The wrestling podcast.
And the MJ of wrestling podcast, Chris Van Vliet. And Darby Allin had the quote, "I never really cared about championships. I care more about just good storylines." And when I read that, I immediately texted him. And I said...
He sent me a screenshot of the quote.
And I said, "Oh, so when is he going to start acting like he cares? When has this motherfucker ever been in a good storyline?"
Sting.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start naming Darby Allin storylines. Tell me when I hit one. Sting, John Moxley.
Moxley's not okay. You like if you left it at Sting, you hit a dinger out of the park.
Okay, no, I'll leave it at Sting.
You were batting practice and you
Sting.
just fucking like you
Sting.
you
So
threw
Sting.
the bat.
He had Sting.
That's the thing though.
But
is
like,
like
Sting.
if you it's like you spent 2 years of your career, 3 years of career with the icon, the greatest of all time, and you still ain't shit.
You're just wrong. That's
No,
the
he
sad
fucking
part.
smells like piss and he looks like a school shooter.
You're okay. You're right about that, but I think you're.
Which part? Him smelling like piss or him looking like a school shooter?
Yes,
Heck yeah.
but that doesn't mean that he's like bad at the wrestling thing.
Oh, sorry. He learned how to take a back bump, and I said, and he said, "Oh, that's just how you wrestle, right? I'm just gonna fuck it."
The guy.
You know how you
split
no.
The
You know
guy
how you
split his fucking body open.
when you flatten and like fluff up a Big Joe beanbag. You know how you just kind of have to like toss your body on it and fluff it up and like do whatever you can to
Listen,
it.
dude, I'm not the biggest fan of the, hey, I'm going to go out there and just get as close to death as possible, which he said he does. He said on the podcast with Chris Van Vliet that he likes to get as close to death's door as he can without dying. So for all of you guys in the comments who say, "Oh, you get your knickers in a twist because he tries to fucking die," it's like, yeah, dude, there's a difference in like a hard, strong finisher and going out there and getting as close to death's door as you can. And now that he has fully admitted that, yes, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it is disingenuous to say that he's like bad at what he does. It is disingenuous to say he like puts on terrible, god awful programming when we have to watch FTR every week, bro. When I see Darby Allin, I'm just like, okay, cool.
No, okay. If we're gonna compare chicken shit and just chicken shit, chicken shit and horse shit, you know, just two different shits here. I like one smells better. I'm gonna be honest. FTR can actually, FTR can actually wrestle.
Guys, I'm trying out there.
Darby Allin has no fighting style at all.
Okay, but
have you seen that man throw a punch?
But he kick flipped on Gabe Kidd's back.
I just can't. I can't imagine defending a wrestler who can't wrestle. If you guys
saying he can't wrestle is crazy.
No, saying FTR can't wrestle is crazy.
I didn't say they can't wrestle.
I think when
did I say FTR can't wrestle?
When we giggle and like shit on FTR and we go, "Oh, they're fucking bad."
Dude, fucking do a little flashback. I said they're really good at wrestling. I just hate when they speak.
But it's two different hatreds here, and I just want to make that abundantly clear. I think FTR is boring, but at least they can wrestle.
Your Darby Allin hate is forced.
Wrong. I think not enough people are being so cool, chill, and based like I am.
You're forcing this Darby Allin
I think
hate.
people are forcing the narrative that he should be a world champion.
No, that's fucking crazy. He should not be a world champion. What I'm gonna say the thing you hate. You're forcing Darby Allin hate on my podcast.
On my podcast?
I knew that's what was gonna piss you off about that sentence, and that's why I said it. I knew that was gonna piss you off, and it was so worth it. The look on your face when I said that was so worth the rage bait.
Their podcast.
No, that was.
They make the rules here. You fucking know they do.
That was pure rage bait, and it worked, and I'm so happy.
Kind of like Mansoor getting TV time. Happy for my man Mansoor.
Yeah, your description of him, like, to help me learn who he was, helped a lot. So,
Maxine's boys before the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
Before Tozawa and Otis. Before they were fat and white. Before it was fucking a Jay and Silent Bob dynamic.
Yeah.
It was maximum male models.
and now she's, like, not bad at wrestling, too. Did you see her get, I don't know if it was a work. I think I got worked. I don't think she actually got knocked out.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah, so she got, like, thrown into the ring post and, like, knocked out. And people are wondering if it was real or not. I don't know for sure. But good for her for, like, getting good at wrestling.
Yeah. It took her long.
You're such a fucking prick, dude. Yeah, dude, you're such a prick, dude. Yeah, she hung out with Chad Gable for 2 fucking years. She better be good at wrestling.
Hey. Love you, Maxine. Come in the garage. But Kevin Knight did take on Mansoor, finally getting Mansoor TV minutes. Finally, getting him ready for that Ring of Honor TV deal.
Sick.
Kevin Knight getting more one-on-one time, getting more time.
Yeah, he fucked up Mansoor. We don't have to go through the match.
I just don't fucking... Can I just say that I don't fucking get what they're doing with Jet Set Rodeo?
I have no fucking clue. Why are they...
Because why is one guy... okay, some guy said, Jet Speed's going to turn on Hangman.
Stupid, bad, dumb, wrong.
What in any of the storyline so far has pointed to the fact that Kevin Knight and his emotional support, they, them, have any beef?
That's, hey, by the way, emotional support, they, them vlogger.
Social media influencer.
Yeah, no, I was watching his last vlog, and it was so funny because...
He agreed with us?
No,
that it should be the trio should be intergender?
So he goes on... We can get into... Technically, it is now with him having it, but we don't have to do that right now. That's utter woke nonsense. I couldn't even finish the sentence. I just wanted to say it. That was fucking awesome. That was so worth it. I don't even care if you cut it. That was worth it.
No, I love that.
But he showed up to work, cut a promo with Kevin Knight, and then was done for the day. What the fuck are they doing with Speedball? We know what Hangman's doing. We know what why is Kevin Knight a solo act right now? Why is Speedball not wrestling with his tag team partner, or are they not wrestling as trios often? It doesn't make sense.
Because Tony Khan did the. Hey, do you want me to tell the actual answer, or do you want to just complain? Because Tony Khan did the dumb, stupid thing where he said, these guys have momentum, but I don't want to give them the tag team belts. I'm going to give them the trios belts, and now they have nothing to do.
So we put one of them on matches every week and show how sick Kevin Knight is by himself? You have an unbelievable tag team, and you're only showing off one half of it.
And that dynamic only works. The thing is when you try to individualize these guys and try to make them their own stars in their own, it works when you're the Death Riders, Don Callis family, the Judgment Day. I even want to give a little bit of credit to any of the Samoan families.
But the difference is this is 2 people, not a fucking group.
It's 2 people, and at the max it's 3.
I'm not counting Hangman as part of these fucking 2.
But they're fucking champions together. That's the issue.
But you get what I'm saying? It's 3 individuals. You're turning Jet Speed into 3 individuals. And I don't get it. Because if you want Jet Speed to be this future great tag team, why is Kevin Knight only fighting singles matches?
Especially outside of any of the tournaments.
Yeah.
And unless this is getting us ready.
In the tournament, Speedball's in the tournament too. Why is Speedball not having singles matches then? If you want to show off this talent that they have, you're only showing off one of them.
I was going to say, if this is setting up for a jealousy angle for their eventual match in the Owen in a couple months, sure. But they're breaking up these 3 competitors as individuals rather than the tag team and the individual or the entire group that they could be doing shenanigans with. Imagine a fully fledged out program that all 3 of the Rascalz could be having with all 3 of Jet Set Rodeo.
Yeah, it'd be unbelievable.
is just all I'm saying.
Or imagine if this little thing with the Rascalz and Ricochet had the belts attached to it.
Right?
Like, what are we doing?
It gives...
You're putting Hangman in the title picture while having him hold the trios belts. And here's the thing, and people are like, they had to get it off of the Ops because of Hobbs. Why the fuck did you not give it to anybody else but these three?
I was gonna say, like, think about it for more than 5 seconds, and you realize that.
Oh man, they could have given it to an actual team or an actual trio.
And if they didn't want to do that, figure out what you're gonna do with these guys if you're set on putting it on Jet Speed / Jet Set Rodeo.
Because I love that they're holding titles, but I hate that they're holding titles that seemingly mean fucking nothing.
Yeah. But awesome to see Kevin Knight take on
and he gets
Mansoor,
on the mic after.
And they, you know, they have a good exchange. It was less than 5 minutes. I wasn't expecting much out of it. But Kevin Knight... It wasn't a proving ground matchup for Kevin Knight, but Kevin Knight does say that Hangman, you know, if when everything is all said and done with MJF and you're back to being the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, won't you give the too fly Kevin Knight a shot?
So Kevin Knight's just trying to fucking answer the title picture instead of being a team with his fucking trios partners. I don't understand at all. I don't get what you're doing with this team. I don't understand, Tony. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to drop it on a fucking random Collision or Dynamite, and we're going to be like, yep, that's about what this reign was.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless that's the eventual lead up to this, like, Jet Set Rodeo breakaway, I don't know. The Hangman versus Kevin Knight's going to be good, but I don't think it needs the...
It's not going to happen. There's no way Hangman's going to be...
I think eventually it'll happen.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be for the AEW Championship.
With this promo being out to the general public and kind of planting the idea in our heads, though, Kevin Knight is world champion.
It'd be cool as fuck.
What I mean... We are a ways away, but with us stroking the ego of one Kevin Knight almost every time he is on,
he's amazing.
A Dynamite or Collision.
And none of the complaints that me and Eddie have are about how good this guy is. It's about the fact that he's in a fucking tag team and he's in a trio right now that isn't doing any of duo or trio things. It feels like they're pushing him as a single superstar while he's in a faction, and it just doesn't really make sense because he's not in a faction like the Don Callis family, like Death Riders, like any of these teams. He's in a tag team. He's not in an affiliation. It doesn't make sense.
And I think the only time that an affiliation, especially with like a group of guys bigger than like 5, didn't work or didn't get as over as some of these newer groups was the Evil Order or the Dark Order.
Well, dude, like even hell, like the Ops. They were 3 individuals, but they held the trios title and acted like a friend group.
Yeah.
Why is Hangman alone in every promo when he has a tag, like when he has a trios team? Like Speedball and fucking Kevin Knight should be with him when he does this stuff, because then at least it makes sense. Like Jet Set Rodeo doesn't make sense as a team because they're not a team. They're a tag team and an individual that don't really hang out.
Yeah.
It's like, make them hang out, make them help each other out. Something like make it make sense. Because right now the trios belts are just in limbo in my head.
I agree. I mean, just make them matter. Make the trios belts matter. Make the hat. Don't make the hat.
Please don't make the hat.
Adam Page, one of our trios champions, did come face to face with one MJF, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, to figure out what the stipulation for their title matchup was at AEW Revolution. Adam Page putting it all on the line, saying that if he loses, he will never challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship again. And MJF is trying, and basically the only request is Hangman says that it's going to be a Texas death match. Last week, MJF said, "You're fucking nuts."
Yeah, you're high.
You're
as high. You're smoking on that shit the Rascals brought.
You're smoking that dope. You've been hanging out with Nana too much.
Desmond Xavier and Nana must have been chilling this weekend.
But MJF says, "Nana, you're..." Nope, that was a different smooth talker.
Yeah.
He says, "I want a one-sided no DQ match." Basically saying that I could beat the shit out of you.
The way I rolled my eyes when he said that shit, dude, I was like, oh, here we fucking go.
I could beat the shit out of you any way I want, but you even so dare look at a solid steel chair, you get DQ'd.
Yeah, I rolled my eyes really hard when he said that shit. I was just like, really, bro?
Now, I will say, the way that they eventually brought out the punchline for this bit, MJF has a coin. He says, "Hey, there's two matchups, and let fate decide."
Heads
I'm
or
feeling
tails,
lucky.
I'll be heads.
Are you feeling lucky? And of course, it's a rigged coin. It's heads on both sides. You know, sounds like a Friday night. But Adam Page says, "I don't believe you. I want to see your coin." And MJF goes, "No, it's fine. Final decision. It's done. It's ordered." And he's met with Adam Page's lackeys. I was going to call them security guards, but yeah, lackeys.
It's not even lackeys. Everyone who hates MJF.
No, but I was specifically talking about Jet Speed because what the fuck are they doing with Hangman Adam Page?
They finally pulled up. Oh my god!
But Jet Speed
and Brody King.
Jet Speed and Bandido come out and they, cure the case of the liver tail that MJF has and bring his candy ass back into the ring, and he hands him the double-sided coin. And at the request and the attention of Tony Khan and announced by Tony Schiavone, the decision is reversed, and the two men will face in a Texas death match.
So excited. We all knew it was coming, but hell yeah.
I will say,
fun way to do it. Fun, cute little way to do it.
Fun, cute little way to do it. Makes me excited about. I was excited about the match no matter what. As much as I've complained about it last week and even this episode, I'm excited about MJF versus Hangman 3.
Because then everyone's gonna come and be like, you guys are shitting on MJF Hangman 3, but this time it's Texas Deathmatch. Like, dude, it's cool. It's gonna be a good match. We never said it was gonna suck. We just want to see new shit. Like that's the thing. Like, I'm excited for this match. I think it's gonna be a good match. We're probably gonna come on the next episode after, or maybe even in the parking lot. We'll see what we end up doing for that, and we'll say that was awesome. That was so fun. That doesn't take away from the fact of wanting to see something new. I think that's the thing. Like, people are gonna be like, by the end of the episode, you guys were so excited by MJF Hangman. Like, yes, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna put on really good work, but also like.
I mean, you said that Adam Page's stipulation of never competing for the world title again had you worried that he may win this match.
Yeah, I think so too.
Does being a Texas death match, does that have you even more worried?
Yeah, 100%. The ball is in Hangman's court, right? Like,
I mean, it is. He does have advantage and everything, but I do think MJF being somebody who's devious, sneaky, and he works well when he can bend the rules a little bit.
It's that's the fun of this thing. I don't see Hangman never competing for an AEW championship again, and that's the problem with the stipulation.
Yeah,
that's why I think it is gonna be Hangman now, but we'll see.
How old is Hangman?
Like 35.
Hangman
42.
Adam Page is 34.
Wow, good for me on the first. Good for me, dude. He has so much time in wrestling. Yeah. There's no way this.
Well, I was wondering because his buddies are considering retirement, but I just wanted.
But you get what I'm saying. Where it's just like, there's no way he's never going to compete for an AEW championship again.
Yeah, but send his ass back to Ring of Honor. Maybe let him rule.
Shut up.
No, I'm kidding. But you know who does need to be sent back to maybe even training school? One half of surprisingly one half of AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath.
Dude, yeah.
And it's not Willow Nightingale. The Babes of Wrath did take on Megabad one more time
with the worst tag team name fucking ever. I'm gonna start calling them the Mega Chuds.
in the third match that they've had in the last 3 weeks.
Funny.
In the third match that they've had, I'm not giving you anything.
No, it's because I'm fucking. It's the same matches every fucking week, man. Okay, we left WWE because it was the same shit, bad decisions, and it's just a dog shit company. This is a good company, but I'm seeing the same programming week by week, and it's a fucking disease, bro.
Especially when it comes to the women. The women booking is so repetitive.
I'm surprised it wasn't a roll up.
I'm just saying. I feel like I wanna use my platform with a microphone in front of my face, and
can't wait for people to say it should be more expensive. Come up with something new.
I just want to say that I think women need more time to wrestle, and I think they should be showcased more on. And then there's gonna be
that
the 4 hours of programming that you have on TV.
One fat fucking chud in the comments be like, yeah, but when they get more time, they break their foot. I guarantee there's gonna be one chud that says that shit, and I'm gonna want to fight him in the back of a fucking. I'm gonna want to take him to a bar and just beat the shit out of him.
There is gonna be some fucking. Although we did say, I'm gonna ignore the fact that you just threatened to beat the shit out of somebody.
What did he get? This hypothetical man deserves to get his ass
kicked. We did say that Harley Cameron does deserve to go back down to training or Ring of Honor.
You said that.
She does. Because
why do you keep saying we? You speak French now?
We. Me and Speedball, the same. But, for somebody who, I know he said fuck Dave Meltzer, but it's because he had the pipe when he said this opinion. He said when Harley Cameron took on Mercedes Moné, it was like Flair versus Steamboat.
Yeah, bro. Put the pipe down.
And I just want to say that Harley Cameron has so much potential. I'm not going to say that I've given up on her. I was going to say had, but has so much potential and is in such a prime spot on the card as your inaugural women's champion, tag team champion. Do you really think she should, I don't know, just be dodging their falling coworker, not catching their coworker?
What he said.
Not doing the things to make it feel real, relying on all the other talented individuals in this match to make it seem halfway decent.
She had a bad match.
As soon as Penelope Ford injured her foot off of the moonsault spot that I'm talking about, where Harley Cameron did move out of the way, and I regardless of what you want to say, when you are putting your body and life on the line, I don't care if the point of moving away is to make it so that the other person is only hitting the opponent. Safety first. If you can't wear bubble wrap around yourself or helmets, I don't know, at least make sure there's a person there to land on.
It was a tough spot to watch, and I'm not gonna go as far as he is, and because I've never stepped foot in a wrestling ring, and I probably never will, unless. But that's a tough spot, and it's hard to see this person that we talk about having so much potential, seemingly make a mistake like that. Again, I'm not a wrestling. I love wrestling. I'm not an expert on the actual.
I love wrestling. I'm not a wrestler.
Exactly. Yes. So, from what it looks like and from what I've seen online, it does look like she kind of took one for herself there, and it sucks bad. And it sucks because I have so much belief in her as a wrestler, and I think she's really good, and I think there's such a bright future there. But it's just that match was not the best showing of who she is, and I truly believe that, and it's just an unfortunate way that match has to end, even though it is the third week in a row we had to watch it.
It's an unfortunate series of events.
And it sucks because it's setting up for a fourth one.
except with new people. I do think that.
Hopefully they change the fucking name too. Megabad's terrible. It's
way,
mega dog shit.
In a way, this injury, I do believe, puts a little bit of advantage with Megabad as they try and do the Freebird rule there. Sparing Penelope Ford, they replace her with Megan Bayne and Lena Cross. Does attack them after post matchup, and basically it puts the title over the Megas' shoulder, preparing us for a Revolution match or something or another later on down the line. And like I said last week, I think those three women, Penelope Ford, Megan Bayne, and Lana Cross, could be a crazy trios. But in the circumstances we're in now, I'm not opposed to Lana Cross versus Megan Bayne, especially to learn more about Lana Cross.
I agree.
Finally, we had our Mile High Madness matchup, the 5-on-5 tag team match where anything goes, Dylan.
Anything and everything.
A little preview of what an Anarchy in the Arena match could be on free television, might I add. We had Jack Perry and the Young Bucks, as well as the Rascalz, take on The Demand, Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, teamed with FTR. Crazy.
So much fun, man. There's so many spots. I don't even...
What do we get into first?
I don't even, like... It's hard because I don't even want to, like... We'll be here for an hour if we try to get through every spot. You know what I mean? Like,
they had Jack Perry with his vacuum.
They had Jack Perry almost die, jumping on the table. You had... Desmond Xavier, every time he stepped in the ring, I think my favorite spot was when the heels just absolutely demolished Desmond Xavier for a solid 30 seconds and squished him.
The double Spanish fly from the Rascalz.
Like Desmond Xavier went crazy this match. The Young Bucks looked great. Jack Perry had some really fun moments. And FTR did their job. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the heel team did a really good job of staying within themselves, like, and letting these high flying teams and more like uber athletic guys go crazy. Like Ricochet goes crazy in this match. Like it was an all around really fun match. I have a problem with an Anarchy in the Arena type match. As like a viewer in the arena, it sucks to have to watch on the Titantron because so much is going on, and I've never been a big fan of picture like 3 or 4 camera setups and like shrinking the screen. That's not my cup of tea, but it's because I work in production, and I think the only time that should really be used is like as a side thing, like for replays when action's slowing down, when there's so much action and you have 4 cameras works going on the same screen. It's just really overwhelming for a viewer. But this is me like this is my fucking job, so for me, I've never been a big fan of it, but I can understand why people love it and why it was well received. It was very fun, it was amazing, and I think oftentimes you go with the faces getting the dub in this type of scenario, especially
when you don't have any of these established teams that are like 5 people or more. I think when you have these kinds of matchups, the Anarchy in the Arenas or just this Mile High Madness, when you put the Death Riders in it or, the Inner Circle.
Did we know we're getting Death Riders or Don Callis family next?
But
so
a part of me in my head says that when you are an established team, especially known for violence, matches like this can feel a little corny or gimmicky, and when you are Moxley, known for blood and your weapons, I think there was a little like sparkle in my eye and like warmness in my heart where I was like, I'm glad it's Jack Perry pulling out the vacuum
Jack
cleaner.
Perry pulling out the vacuum, Desmond Xavier doing standing gainers off the top rope out of the ring and actually getting caught.
Yeah.
And just things like that. Like this match was exactly what I wanted it to be. That's why I don't think there's too much to say in particular about this match. I think just overall it was unbelievable.
No, it was Mile High Madness. It was very enjoyable. It was everything I wanted it to be.
And a little more.
I was going to avoid saying that just because I do want more out of this. I wanted more out of this matchup. Maybe just like, I don't know, get some fire, get some.
No, okay, we don't need fucking fire.
Dude, the trash cans bouncing off of that one dude's head.
Throwing trash cans. Like, oh my God, I love when they throw trash cans. It's the funniest shit.
I think it's about time we throw this episode in the trash can.
Okay, no, I think we should still deliver it to the people.
Yeah, we recycle around here.
Yeah.
We cycle it onto the YouTube platform where we broadcast ourselves. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Follow the damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod _EWL3 and at Bozo Dills.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment what your favorite part of AEW was this week. You can put us in your ears. You can put us in the car on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And until next week, episode 50, we'll see you then.
Yes, we will.